Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we will discuss about Nessus, the vulnerability scanning tool. So what is Nessus? Nessus is a remote security scanning tool which scan a computer and raise an alert if it discover any vulnerability that malicious hacker could use to gain access to any computer you have connected to a network. It does this by running over 1,200 checks on a given computer, testing to see if any of this attack could be used to break into the computer or otherwise harm it. So why we choose Nessus is because Nessus is very extensible, providing a scripting language for you to write tests specific to your system once you become more familiar with the tool. It also provides a plugin interface, and many free plugins are available from the Nessus plugin site. These plugins are often specific to detecting a common virus or vulnerability. Next, open source. Nessus is open source, meaning it costs nothing and you are free to see and modify the source as you wish. Next, patching assistant. When Nessus detects the vulnerability, it is also most often able to suggest the best way you can mitigate the vulnerability.
Okay guys, now we are on classifying Nessus. CIS controls. CIS control is Center Internet Security Controls, which they already list 20 controls that for CIS controls. So which one is suit to Nessus? Okay, first, account monitoring and control. Second, data protection. Third, secure configuration. Fourth, continuous vulnerability management. And then secure configuration for hardware and software. Second last, control use of administrative privileges. And the last one, application software security. As we know that Nessus is one of the good scanner, but they still have some limitation. Okay, we know that Nessus cannot compete with other products in the market because Nessus does not have centralized management, which makes them cannot manage from one location, while others can handle regular coordinated scans. And the second one is Nessus inability to provide role-based access to the scanning infrastructure, which means like no security staff can use the application to scan certain network for specific vulnerabilities, for examples. And the last one, since Nessus is a free source, Nessus comes with no support, and that makes it pretty difficult to buy for companies. So those are the limitations for Nessus. That's all from me. Thank you. We continue with next.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the Nessus demo. We need to go to the local host of the Nessus Essentials, and then to use it we need to enter the username and password and then click sign in. If you don't have account, you need to sign up. Okay, this is the Nessus interface. To do a new scan, we need to click the button new scan, and then this is the scan templates, which is it has a lot of scanner. For this time, I will choose the basic network scan to do a basic scan for dummy website. Okay. First, we need to enter a name for scan, which is I will put test, and then the description, which is scan vulnerabilities. And then folder, then targets, we need to go to the website that we choose, and which is opencard.abstracta.us. Okay, you need to copy the link address and then paste it at the targets, delete the HTTP, and then save it. Okay, as you can see, this is the scan that you have saved. Then to start scanning, we need to click the launch button. Okay, the scanning is already running, and then I decided to show another example that I have made because the scan take a longer time to complete. Okay, this is the result of the vulnerability scan. You can see about 5 colors: red, orange, yellow. Okay, we go to the vulnerabilities. As you can see, about 27 vulnerabilities existed. Okay, we go through the vulnerabilities available. Okay, we go to the PHP. I will click on the PHP multiple vulnerabilities. Okay, for these vulnerabilities, on the description, as you can see, it tells the details of vulnerabilities that existed, which is it explaining the information about the vulnerabilities that existed. Yeah. Okay, we go to the below, and then we can see the solution, which is upgrade to PHP version later. Okay, this is the solution for the vulnerabilities above. Okay, we go back to the vulnerabilities, and we go to the SSL. Okay, we click SSL certificate cannot be trusted. Okay, for this, it also has this description explaining the vulnerabilities, the detail of the vulnerabilities, and then it has solution, which is purchase or generate a proper SSL certificate for this service. Okay, we go back to the vulnerabilities. Then I will show you the last one, which is TLS. We click TLS version 1.1, and then on the description you can find the detail of vulnerabilities, and then it also has the solution, and you can read it. And then you can see another vulnerabilities that existed. Then okay, I will show you the history of the scanning, and then it show the last modified and the status, which is completed. And then that's all. Thanks for watching.
Okay, the next is vulnerabilities and its solution. Okay, the first point is PHP unsupport version detection. According to its version, the installation of PHP on the remote host is no longer support. Lack of support implies that no new security patch for the product will be released by the vendor. As a result, it is likely to contain security vulnerabilities. So the solution is upgrade to a version of PHP that is currently support. Because running the latest version of PHP ensure that your site is protected against vulnerabilities notified in all the version of PHP. Okay, the second point is transport layer security TLS version 1.0 protocol detection. The remote service accept connection encrypted using TLS 1.0. TLS 1.0 has a number of cryptographic design flaws. Modern implementation of TLS 1.0 mitigate these problems, but newer version of TLS like 1.2 and like 1.3 are designed against this flaw and should be used whenever possible. As of March 31, 2020. Endpoints that are not enabled for TLS 1.2 and higher will no longer function properly with major web browser and major vendors. Okay, PCI DSS version 3.2 required that TLS 1.0 be disabled entirely by June 30, 2018, except for POS or POI terminals and the SSL or TLS termination point to which they connect that can be verified as not being susceptible to any non-exploits. Okay, the solution is enable support for TLS 1.2 and 1.3 only, and disable support for TLS 1.0 because disabling TLS 1.0 or TLS 1.1 on your server will protect your server from these vulnerabilities. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.